And now onto our dinosaur of the day, Tianyuraptor, which was a request from PaleoMike716 via our Patreon and Discord. So thanks.
Sounds familiar.
Maybe because we recently had that episode about dromaeosaurs, and it's a dromaeosaurid dinosaur.
So it's even more familiar to you.
It lived in the early Cretaceous in what is now Liaoning, China, found in the Yixian Formation. It lived about 122 million years ago. And it looked somewhat like Velociraptor, but it had much shorter arms. It was probably covered in feathers, though no feathers have been found with Tianyuraptor. But raptors in general, we think, were feathered.
Yeah. It was quite a while before Velociraptor, though, being 122 million years ago.
It had a long tail and long legs. The tail was long at about 38 inches or 96 centimeters. And of course, being a raptor, it had those sickle claws on the second toes. It also had a proportionally large skull, which was longer than the femur or thigh bone. And it had stout teeth. It was medium-sized, estimated to be about 2 meters long or about 6.5 feet.
So it's almost half tail.
Yeah. It happens a lot with dinosaurs. It was similar to other raptors found in Liaoning, but more basal. It's been classified as a basal microraptorine, though it is much larger than other known microraptorines, and it's not for certain that it is a microraptorine because it has some features of microraptorines, but it also has some features of unenlagiines.
So maybe it was a mini raptorine instead of a microraptorine if it was bigger.
Is mini bigger than micro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a regular raptorine, which I guess just makes it a dromaeosaur.
I mean, that's quite a bit bigger if you think of microraptorines like Microraptor.
Yes. Yeah, 2 meters is getting up there.
The type specimen of Tianyuraptor had features that were seen in dinosaurs that lived in Gondwana in the southern hemisphere, and not Laurasia, which is the northern hemisphere.
Even though it is from Laurasia.
Intrigue. It was the sixth dromaeosaur described from the Jehol group, after 2 species of Sinornithosaurus, 2 species of Microraptor, and Gracilraptor. It had long lower legs like other microraptorines. That's different from other dromaeosaurids that have relatively short lower legs. It also had a small wishbone, or furcula, and short arms. Its arms were only 53% the length of the legs, which is different from other raptors. Most of them have long arms that are over 70% the length of the legs. But Tianyuraptor probably couldn't fly or glide based on having the short arms and the small wishbone, and also wide shoulder bones. It probably used its arms in different ways from other raptors, but not for flying or catching prey. Maybe it had its feathers for display. There were several unique features, like the length of the middle tail vertebrae were more than twice as long as the back vertebrae. And Tianyuraptor helps show more diversity with dromaeosaurids. Microraptor, for example, had long arms. There's another dromaeosaurid that's large with proportionally short arms found in Liaoning. That's Genuanlong, though Genuanlong and Tianyuraptor are not closely related. The type species for Tianyuraptor is Tianyuraptor ostromi. It was named in 2009 by Xiaoting Zheng and others. The genus name refers to the Shandong Tianyu Museum of Nature, where the fossils are stored, and the genus name means Tianyu's robber. The species name Ostromi is in honor of John Ostrom for his contributions to the study of raptors.
Good old John Ostrom.
Yeah, and raptors. The holotype's nearly complete and fully articulated. It's only missing the end of the tail. It's probably a subadult based on having parts of the skeleton unfused. No soft tissues were preserved, like no feathers, even though many dinosaurs found from that area do have soft tissues preserved. But 25 tail bones are preserved and they're articulated, and only 3 at most are thought to be missing. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Tianyuraptor lived in a wet, humid climate that also had dry seasons and cold winters. Other dinosaurs that lived around the same time and place include the Ankylosaur Liaoningosaurus. There were also hadrosaurs, the compsognathid, of course, Sinosauropteryx, dromaeosaurs like Sinornithosaurus, troodontids like Jianianhualong, and lots of birds. And other animals that lived around the same time and place include pterosaurs, reptiles, lizards, mammals, and fish.